Kwaba. A quick one. I think say and then come out koso I want tin so titu no abaye the Igbo king and one ensensem. Na I say the good news ni say me no ka say the Igbo king one sensem no and a painful I war and crying. Ningu pram for him for Omaba Modia I say Igbo king no Oma issue a presser abeto abontin the ding efa this Igbo king and one sensem no na presser ni mu nyina ne nsem one ananamo e ka ne se wo de obani ahwa wo hunu no se Igbo king was asase bia e wo baby a wo kan ne nso no enimonimu a no mato nsa de afre de Ghana a friend is interior minister say onfa akwan bia so na wonto nsamfre the so called Igbo king no na wo montoto na no baby bia wakoto asase no wonkyere na ekwan a wono ebo ne ho nsamra na so oye ohene no emra no ene no embomodian no mo interrogate no na de sene emra ne tie bia no emra kwan so yemfa the Igbo king no emfa so nti we ye ahemfofo a wo free ningo pram omo nyina aka abomu a omo de sa pressure we abeto abontene nti Igbo king nsem no Ghana for akodum payimfo anim a police for so so minister for interior and so emo muntaka and so asum nti Igbo king nsem no be rest assured say mo de betu ye nim no na ye nyina aso man ba ye gina ye no baby asem na kwa kodu no ana me de the breaking story no e de mamo quickly mami champagne for mo ha mo hwe me Isaac Mensa Carol Green wa Eno Admasa say something Facebook for me mamo akwaba YouTube for so me mamo nyina mo akwaba unsubscribe YouTube no abomodi na subscribe na yenko yenim grow together as a family, yes, let us grow together as one unit, one family. Ghana our beloved country of course the ladies call me D sexy. Oh boy, D sexy. Fine boy, no pimples. Why no ebebua we hear me there say hey I say please my question Carol remind me your question be Sikadwa Rashid Kawawa, I like the name we say why ebebua ebu say enkomo wo pa bateja mame embo modiana me wo app kakra me wo app na me aduma wo china wo landing and I will Europe now person and I will Ghana person ba brocha nyame adumu a and I will you ekrumha you are facing difficulties with Nkrat I mean lawyer Francis Bosompim me ne betina sia retwen komo my page I just want to dedicate it no on my free legal education because me bring no about me inbox akwan go through ekrumha me lawyer, that's not my field. What you say? Maybe any sociology. What you say? Social science. That's my field. That my own way I made me the Buah Ghana for. And my bombardier, lawyer paying bantino. Ubi be our UK no. Yami aduma. Ochina British time. 7 p.m. to 8 p.m. Ghana time. 6 p.m. to 7 p.m. Carol, so where these Igbo people in Ghana during the previous government, why are we now hearing about them? Okay, I think so. Your question is important, and I think that what is important again how to solve this particular problem. See, I have for now, but send him kind. All the manual to me, go pram for him. All the chiefs that war, go pram Oma coming together. They've issued a presser. Our Monton Safre, the minister, the honorable MP, and I think so Minister for Interior. So Moshe na Omonfa Bibian to 2 years. Now, let's go straight to the point. Na yemfan komona kanen to asun famo. Emudi na bope. Komono emudi na bope first. Mo pe CJ de no ana se. Mo emudi na mope mo de mon kan cheme na memfa enkomono ewo ho emfa mamon 10 ma. Now, the Abane said the Chief Justice Torkornoo Johnny ko Nigeria. Johnny. You know, because we hear Chief Justice Torkornoo or Johnny Efri Ghana or Nigeria. And then Chief Justice, the Intinama Johnny Efri Ghana. Mwa said Chief Justice in Kofua petition president said, or ye Chief Justice, no, yes, a suspended a year justice a year Torkornoo Araba lawless. Me know what I say. With Johnny Eko Nigeria. Tibedi sang common. Now after so you better a year the cooperation between a year the Goldbod and the Minister for a year a friend saying lands and natural resources. MPP for so abo NDC for abaso and also you be home common. Now yemfa MPP the no mabo NDC abaso ni shase. Na obibesi me kama sembia no a na me de eye evidence aka ho de ama. This is a fact finding program. Inti me mbomitri mu kan sembia wa. What they say. Aha. Now, yem corner yemfa eye now we speech Morgan me mo akwa. Yenti sa assembly. Quickly NDC.
It is freedom. You see, so anyhow you feel the presence of freedom, you appreciate it. For now, there have been this exchange rate equation that is changing to our benefit. I appreciate that. They've done well. However, they've done well because Ghanaians feel it. And they think that, yes, if I want to change a dollar, I have a better rate than before. So I only pray that they can sustain it.
The praise not short-lived.
It's not short-lived. So that it can be sustained. In fact, if they are able to sustain it, I give them the praises. They've done well. You see, because it is something that we expected our then minister also to do. And again,
Abusia Tiahani Urabo Simo Akwaba, tell my Michel, Larry Memo Akwaba. Morgan Michel, Import Muntie Ahani, a very, very important. Obe Kansembi, Afani MPP, Papa Walker say a former MPP MP. I don't know or Asante Achim not, lawyer and the Apia Kubi. Or can I hear the founding members of the MPP no? Or can't say me wa Munte Yasuni Inti, Mekwechi Kaka, and Idi Munti.
If they are able to sustain it, I give them the praises. They've done well. You see, because it is something that we expected our then minister also to do. And
we expected our then minister also to do. One bo minister no edin because minister no he to the extent say one mano a friend is saying one recognizing him. According to Andy Apia Kubino, see they were expecting say the then minister no the NA at 2 force in NDC 4 year no Henry Michel. The at 2 force in the NDC 4 year no. That was what they were expecting from the then minister. Who is that minister? No, the finance minister. Ken Ofui Atta is what this man is talking about. The man is so pissed. Say Ken Ofui Atta dinkra wambo. It tells you the anger wa MPP for ni bimu efa Kufuado mo. Makacha say MPP egu na menso me Buah ma egu. So makacha them say UK a makoye meeting na family ho. MPP cronin na yeka MPP UK and MPP wo. Utimi go MPP ni wo UK a ohun. Ghana for na wo ho mo support MPP ni nyina no. Eno de eno no jara eno ya jawo na wana jana wan. MPP no ankasa no mo hini no agina UK. Omo source of funding no e wo United Kingdom. Tiso utimi ebo modern amane ye unpopular wo UK a Ghana for Modamunda. Become a child, Modamunda. Say a quack or two aba MPP for a quabro training uncle Pesica win yana do what to say UK pay. Omo broadcast here, oh, you call UK no, and they are meeting, Omo meeting. Almost a Dr. Ren, me ma MDC. I so powerful. Ewo UK and mama MPP na unpopular. Obi bia wa follow me bia sa asem me maka kire mo da. Me boana. Ene ya MPP for UK kwaye meeting e wo me ho. Yes, ene ya. Some afraid the mama partner is so unpopular to the extent say even the universities and year students no they don't want to join enrollment no conform. I want tiasi. Me boys ni shia. Many boys na wo yi your friend is saying nanu ya graduation e Cambridge nanu ya na nrechi ya graduation Cambridge ya na many boys ya na naija ye ne na mo ayeji nanu ya ultimate breaking omo wings for UK forget the omo can or Ghana. And I'm passing more my unpopular. What you say? Because political party ne deal. Omo deal pa. But anyway, another day conversation. Oh yes. Goldbod is your friend is see Ibrahim Ama by go voter the DMB Naja was sign one document where GCK Frezen Banker or must sign contract or Baba Bayer Jumadin the Abo my Ghana MPP for can want someone or because so when the women social media and yanko the denier a while be share social media Dr. Ren what you win in Alpha or you can know Apollo 2 boys snapping or Apollo 2 girls snapping. When him the intra the pakrona worker say omonkono. When him say me woni hunsem bebre me woni information bebre our ba no begina bontin so o ka information am de beto won MPP for na make say eh ye council of state penyin no ankasa kransa na Ibrahim Mahama na sponsor no yes MPP omo council of state in penyin for no UK omo no kate lawyer ba ku bi wo o de me twan say obegina platform bi so no we bom din say nge go betini samia obetini piga ye beto an komo so komo de na mu e the rough e dosun komo no dosun e dosun bebreti nya botre me de nyina abema nya de aye ko baabi ana wo baabi ko to Buah men da obema ye nda bebri wada 5 hours otiase wada kire so 5 hours ye be di ho komo ti men ko baabi a now en komo ne say en komo ni nyina na say Robert Mensah bichiao Musa Mama Kwaba Asante Selina Michiawa Facebook for mon share video now en komo ni nyina na say MPP UK no wo branch in painful wo lawyer kese pa wo mo Ibrahim Mahama companies are wo UK Ibrahim Mahama or company wa or road a friend is a company will kroma say road construction City of London your baby Ibrahim Mahama or ye kwine sa lawyer no on a share Ibrahim Mahama business so sa so MPP ni ma papa maybe a twem sa papa no manya ade bia mboa no ntino if you walk on myself. And I stand for the truth. One day I will share it. Now, young kwasem na yantua a young commoner. So this is coming from MPP, a year lawyer and the Apia Kubi. Or say a Jumano NDC for born. Omo ya dear papa. Journalists no. Now let journalists never so bisa a diabolical question. And answer person turn adwene to baby, but the man was firm. That tea it's just 1 minute, 29 seconds. Men kasa mi wia mechere madwene enti.
Let me even put on my cloth where it is freedom. You see, so anyhow you feel the presence of freedom, you appreciate it. For now, there have been this exchange rate equation that is changing to our benefit. I appreciate that. They've done well. However they did it, they've done well. Because Ghanaians feel it. And they think that, yes, if I want to change dollar, I have a better rate than before. So I only pray that they can sustain it.
It's not short-lived.
It's not short-lived. So that it can be sustained. In fact, if they are able to sustain it, I give them the praises. They've done well. You see, because it is something that we expected our then minister also to do. And again, we are Ghanaians. Whichever political party is on the throne doesn't matter as much as generality of Ghanaians feel safe and comfortable. So for me, if NDC is doing and I have any contribution to make it happen, I would by all means do it, make it happen, because it's Ghana. It is not NDC Ghana, it's Ghana. You understand? So in that way, I would say they've done well in the economy in the interim.
Okay.
So what a papano? Not journalist, the person can't say me say short-lived. Or so no, I said Torkornoo, Lisa Mwakwa. I said Torkornoo, the NDC for year. Name no more share ni musenka. One minister for a year finance no, and our finance no. In Kobe yet to say the NDC and a woman ye. Then so intimianye. You see, I keep telling Ghanaians, Roberta Mwakwa. I keep telling Ghanaians, say, this is how we should think. Because so mine, now a year, a friend is a papa, a friend MP, Eugene Chibeka say, or Bompa say, John Mahama and failing, or you'll be on no to Miss Adriano. I saw it no cause psychiatric home, near qua assess an Adriano. Because maybe some will say John Mahama failure. It will not affect the year, it will not affect the ma. It will not affect him, John Mahama. The majority of Ghanaians in Ebebere. So you don't wish John Mahama to fail. You support John Mahama. In these 4 years, he is our president. And he represents our nation. He stands for the red, gold, green with the black star in the middle. So I will not wish him to fail. As a citizen, send your Kufado Kayan. Noble, my sisters, I'm happy. As a citizen, that is what we want. And that is exactly what this man, Andy Appiah Kubi, Waka. The Omen Timianyan. JM Baya Wabeyu. Radi. JM Yenye Wudeni. Adi NPP and Timianye, NDC Baya Wabeyu. Ghana fui. Jomama, yenye udeni. Uye boy. And then I had a time for me to a year tinten. Someone tears you, Minyaka. I'm saying, yeah, Dr. Red, I'm saying, yeah, Munyedi, kum. Hey, na mahama, obeku wa mamu, every say, o kunyi. Enyemuku na munyedi. Agrona there. So thanks MPP for Enyansafone woman. Praise John Mahama, and the president himself is a smart president. Omani Trimu Enyanedesa. Otiasi. He will work hard and make sure say Ghana be funding to my pay for. Ebusia. And young call the next a year a friend is a issue. So tentem way Goldbod me and Mako a year the main editorial and the minimum in a year train or the everybody we never bonnet. Or say way free a year the finance minister at all force now say it's time for us to be decisive and ruthless towards those who are sabotaging the economy of Ghana. Ghanaians deserve better. In the end, America for IMF for one can't say be. Almost say the way Ghana at two force mobile or mama see the ninya wording or susu on two mobuasi. IMF ne come on two mobuasi. Now the old corner or I am afraid the dollar no crano a business system in two mobuasi. What would the IMF for Neka? What would your mocha? A car woman could not a dollar no gum to say the Akufo ma bono. The inflation in the war. But then she say, yeah, to force Mudia Bay, IMF for crown poor boofu. A bogus for boofu, IMF in some boofu, Adenya, at 2 force and 20 was. And at 2 force said, no, maybe our minor corner, we have to make sure, so we have to be decisive. These are patriotic words. In some way, would take Kenyao. Emma will say Ghana, ye. Say it's time for us to be decisive and ruthless towards those who are sabotaging the economy of Ghana. Ghanaians deserve better. We cry the better and me hear from them the best. Actually, Ghanaians deserve best. Not good, not better, but the best. But in this context, I understand what the minister is saying. And the IMF for both. I told us by any and kofobi nan common nam sumasi. Nan common in am airport. Nan common in am airport. Nan kaija the physical police nurse and keshe. Ni esi di ninya ho dene no. No mu twa sika ni gum. No mo senior. Na dwedini ni ekokwan so no obre. Jesus the San Cities bebre. No they cut up pound back. Kufuwa do fra kunya so. Now £1. A friend is interbank a year, a friend is trading, a bank trading, no then 21 Ghana cedis. Now we call a friend is a black marketer, then I'm 22, I call £23 sterling. I to force and buy any pounds at tea. What's the Sankranwa? Now I hear baby, and then I'm 13, 14. From 21, I will do 14. Was save sika 7 cities and I buy no save. I am if so on pet. I told you too much. 6 months here and this buy a Juma no more yeno a sanko tune boas nan kwadi yen 4 years na 6 months need I too slow down. Interest rate ne perform I too slow down. Say Juma no I say or tune boas nan ka 4 years no na ye yes anuma we nyina. Ato is really forcing. And on Kasa, it shows. And you see, the collaborative efforts are. This John Dramani Mahama ministers, no, working together. And that is the beauty. I keep telling people, once Ghanaians decide to work together, there is no person that can break us. And I see that unity. Even though many information being kakran from some quarters about some of the MDC inform pay be and no many better work for some time with the especially when it comes to the Goldbod and the lands natural resources minister no and kofobi a person for maybe and thankfully yesterday na the minister for lands and natural resources I think 2 days ago and then kofobi didn't come out. So don't worry, you President Bekasane on someone what can you know or the best shame because now me point in and say a person Goldbod no any mine no any galam say no uncle 4 year no a 2 we need to have a year a friend is saying cash reward at the man whistleblowers. And they mean someone me kind president in there. What time means some nuclear free say and they will you be now here. Whistleblower and that will be 2 galam say will be faculty crime be so a summation and the 2 a year good deal or pine born is what Obama near Baba Chini Pacronwa, ye chia good year no wuni Pacronwa, blow whistle no. If a man a year Japadini 10%. And then will be in that be on the lookout. And it's what? That cooperative, that cooperation, that collaboration, no, and a Buah. I mean, a fight. You see, when it comes to the Galamsey, a kufwa do mu damage our moye, damage ni say, the economy of Ghana ni very weak, and almost destroy companies and employ the youth, no. You know, now unemployment no was on the rise. The banking cleanup exercise, no, it affected many of the small scale businesses because how no more bosia, and no more koto, a friend is saying, editor farmers ɛhɔ na ɔmkɔbɔ bosia ɛde kɔ kwan so ɛhɔ na ɔmkɔbɔ bosia school feed ni na ɔmde nua aduane ma schools nkwa ɛhɔ na ɔno na yɛ banks no rural banks na ɔmkɔbɔ bosia yɛ banking cleanup exercise collapse ni nyinaa no ɛnkɔfo bebree adwuma hwere wɔn to people that were living in the local friend in the rural areas and the districts no wɔn ho kyere wɔn and they had no other choice than to engage in illegal mining and the man also had no other choice than to engage in prostitution. It is how far a year mine and no, Ofasa mine and no. The way a Minister of Interior, Minister of Defense, Education, Finance Ministry, Lands Ministry, the Goldbod, Umina Kabumwa, Womo fight, Eden Shishay Gua Kwemuno. That is the way forward. Professor Kamitini Position, Professor Frimpong said it will take 25 years. The fight against Galamsey Nkwano. Professor Frimpong said it will take 25 years to restore hope. I watched a young guy's video. A choir officer, when on a drink the watcher, it be a one go school, but the presentation no, and someone walk about. In your video, no, I just push into some of the ministers. Say, what do you think about this? Also, mean outlining the key words in the guy's presentation. A guy like can't send me, but I have to give them the key, the takeaways, and then when they push him out. Brilliant. I keep telling you Ghanaians, I say, share your ideas. Talk. Because you might think, say, we don't have solutions. The head is yours. Open it. Talk. You never know. Will solve issues. And so far, when it comes to the Goldbod, Ghana for you say, Akwaba, Aiko, one to us no nyejuma. Omunkoswa no munyejuma. So far, and His Excellency John Mahama Mehunu, within 6 months, Yankasa, Goldbod Musikankwa Yanya, $5 billion. IMF Yakwaji 3. John Mahama by or the 6 months in 3 billion. Buah contact cheremi ni no. Ekufu at the time. Now we are sure say Ekufu at Baba Buah contact sa cherewo. Obi Baba, Obi Biniba, Bibusau, Ora Steven, Ora Mickey. Yemusa ye ho. Ekufu at the time. Nobu. Obaba betena wa kase me ya contact ya magana. No way Ekufu at onye. Because I have respect. No ma ombu onimu on campus with Ghana. You're more junior how they will steal the nation. Boavi, Roberta. And that is the gospel truth. And then John Mahame Buah Konta Magana for what you see, Johnny Ama a memono ayakono. And that is our yepe. And she said, yepe. One yemema who subi, he's a handsome man where we know he's tall, giant, we know. Enimun tise kakape. Enimun tise kaka motobi. On kase, I am for one sorry no munchiane by force. There be. Who are we to Ekufuado? Thank you, sister. Doguno. Yes. That is the gospel truth. We were nobodies in the eyes of Ekufuado. See, I keep telling people, say, you cannot lead people when you don't believe in them, when you don't respect them. You will not get the full blessings from the people. And that's, you see, John Mahama Bay, never be brave, happy, never be brave, see you. I mean, can't say that memory is perfect. No, but it's more than good and better. Good. It's more than good. So far, so good. You see, Bible can't say, you say, when a good person lead a nation, the nation rejoice. And I'm not kind. It's someone saying, and I think so I agree with that particular saying. Because you see, my fears was say, Bonia Ekufuado edi no ho. Ghana for enso yakumemu. Near mompa yenkyere honhom bia ye ogidie woni mu say, Jomama ba, won be hwe Ekufuado suban ne so. Them will be different. That was my fear. I'm being honest to you. Because you see, na Akufo-Addo was say memono to the extent say when nyansani bi when you be patriotic no when you be a do man no a obetimi aye Akufo-Addo ade ni bia de na abeka untimi nka hwe o kan abeka so na say Akufo-Addo ye bi. But when you look at Johnny, you see, we find that a memono a wo bu no a we want to say Akufo-Addo ni dey we below him. Akufo-Addo nyane standard. That is what I like about this John Mahama's government. That's why I keep telling Ghanaians, say, John Mahama's resetting Ghana will not be on the terms of the MPP. No, not the so-called micro-minorities term. No, because John Mahama himself, see what the no to a year a friend is a Ghana from paying for be into a canon somewhere. He looks up to who? Obi our idol. And who is that person? Dr. Kwame Nkrumah. And who was Dr. Kwame Nkrumah? John Mahama Papa, the mentor. It was Kwame Nkrumah so the grandfather. On the SMD many to so. Now me share I met me as share with mine creating more jobs for Ghanaians. And that is why I keep telling people, say, politics should not be, say, politics and competing on our weaknesses. No. We should not be doing politics, say, we compete on our failures. No. We are sure, say, Banko school, say, when power born and then conquer your competition. No. You want your child to be the best and among the best. See, John Mahama by when she near to Kwame Nkrumah the positive no, dear na metimiaye. In Chirimano, dear na metimiaye. I want to leave a legacy. I want to leave a footprint. I want my name to be in the good books of Ghanaians. That someday when I'm no more, the way I bought Kwame Nkrumah, perhaps you will miss me, din sir. And you boy Akufo-Addo dia. And you are the kind. Nana Kromfo and the kind. Agrada and the kind. Nana Tutubotu. 11 and the kind. Menka so anya bibi papa o. Don't get me wrong, but the papa now were no so bonini doson. A same papa. If we ask so dear. Yeshemi no positive and negative. Dear na doson. Negative ni outweigh positive no. Then nyadi ebe cancer mpadodo afa wo ho sa na wias ne tie tu fa John Mahama just 6 months 7 months she see appreciate atiti fuel so Manasi Azure opeko consent wo sheda to car echo the northern region okodiko consent oko market eko say the prices of goods and services et say Manasi Azure ko do hono esi atete nuoma boss na nko okoka okohwe no aba be kan di se na yete pepepe. But you see, truth a defense you don't need any defense because the truth sets you free. Nya fe na be kai so no oko market e di na si ampa ya tete nuoma boss. Na me say, muti wo Ghana mbom feed Ghana no. Every October, November, December, kotum ekosi next year. Then you see. When they obese we jarabi no de boapo amu, o hihye o man na nkasa, o hihye foundation no. I'm telling you. O hihye amemu no. O hihye. Look, you see John Mahama buy yo. Unim say foreign sika nanka yesa na nsaka. Meka about sikanka in other countries e de Ghana ebia in terms of ebia loans, grants, nesa annual no ayenye free other sources no bebre no o makati no, especially our donors do na wa America no over the US aid nesa annual no yetwetwemu Sydney for michiamo Australia for michiamo. What you say? Celestine michiamo. Tieni yo. Sika esenke de man no de Buah the health sector. 150 million. Afibia no kabuma 200 and something million US dollars. Donald Trump by what you chatting in them. She say yatiti and near so say who yatiti and near so say who. Just yatiti so who. I like that. Oh, bye. But look at the way the health sector in the northern region, no. Woman and Ankasasi cannot go. About 8 regions, no. Anankasi cannot cost her on support to woman. But still, Otuesika. Now, no MPP for nurses if we are not coming, we yes, our strike. Also, many megwas. And they call other sector. Now, me na me chira me catch MPP NDC for my Cadbury members, no. Muko meetings, I can say Dr. Ren say, it's about time you train people. More planting coffee in all the institutions. Yes. You see, sometimes you have to plant good men and good women among bad people. MPP or more bad nuts. Most of these associations, Ghana Bar Association, Cho Bar Association, because MDs, they focus on all Ghanaians. It is good. That is perfect. But look out for women brilliant and sponsor them, to occupy certain positions. So that Nipa Bone for to me or Chinebi and be taking over the governance of our nation. Christopher Donkomakwa. And it's important. Because Nipa Bone for the door, so I had it. Aye. Rabuwa say Ekufuado the Ebeka is where you would need president. Now, Eddie, ya can't wear yanko a year your Chief Justice we can call Nigeria. Now, Chief Justice Torkornoo drags Ghana to ECOWAS court over human rights violations in removal process. This is Chief Justice. Janeko. Chief Justice Janeko Alerta, Nigeria. Hona ECOWAS, Omo headquarters. Hona Omo court casinos. I believe so. Now let me read what a Justice Sai Ekai. Just less than 1 minute. I mean, thanking kind way. Now you story nas. According to the Deputy Attorney General, Justice Sremsa, I will say, I can confirm that the Chief Justice, Her Ladyship, Justice Torkornoo, I mean, this gentleman is a nice man. Do you know why I'm saying so a nice person? The way I address Chief Justice, because the respect to crime man, or you're suspended. He's no more the Chief Justice. I see, Deputy Attorney General. I can confirm that the Chief Justice, Her Ladyship, Justice Torkornoo, has filed another court case, this time at the ECOWAS Community Court in Abuja, Nigeria, against the Republic. Oh my God. Mande Mugis. In the case, which was filed on July 4th, Her Ladyship repeated the same allegations of human rights violations, which are currently pending determination before our Supreme Court and also before our High Court in respect of the ongoing removal processes. Essentially, Her Ladyship argues that by her suspension, she has effectively been removed from her official capacity without a final determination, impairing her right to function and serve in a position which was constitutionally appointed to. Mama mea. Why sad? Are you watching? Are you watching? We are watching. Interesting times. What has changed? A dear answer. John Mahama Baye was some Rabbi. Bibi Sam. Is it not the law? Is the law? Is the law? And a John Mahama Odiswa. John Mahama Baye, man who say why your referendum be as some Rabbi a fat more quiet first one, you did two Chief Justice and Article 146 of the Ghana's Constitution. Was the son one? Bibi Sam. Johnny Ebaye was Sisa Merano and Article 146 no as John Mahama tempered with that article. Oh, that talks about the removal of chief justices and friends say tribunal judges no. Was Sisa no? Oh my God. And Towa, I said, Osida. When this woman was the chief justice, using the same template, she was happy. When this woman was the chief justice, Chachuchi Kata, Semba said, I want EC to come so that we can question it. And EC agreed in their affidavit and their statement, position statement. And many do yet. This woman says no. What has changed? Wow. MPP. And a Shenechi. Oh, yes. MPP ne Shenechi. Nanado Danko Ekufuado. Keno Furiata. Woman a Tanechi. Woman so mukruwana ye ma. Intidia ne be. Torkornoo, fight. Don't give up. You try Ghana na nye year the back call. ECOWAS. No much offense. Now I make us a mention. The law is the law. Mommy, when the catcher said the law is the law, now she has finally run and live her own law after successfully filing a case at her own Supreme Court and our own High Court in respect of the ongoing removal of her as the Chief Justice. We can you Obia on one day assembly call, on one day asama ko Supreme Court too, and was at the assembly be a High Court. Some are micro we gane we gone or that bush. French if what can say les run away until French. Oh my God. If you know what Timono, le guanaway to Elo Santo Cotle, Selaba, until French. Because we also Dr. Ren with your friend. D sexy, na no kasa. The man is saying me a friend, me a D sexy. Le run away to Elo Santo Cotle, Ele Salaba. She gave more kwama. With Johnny. Want you know, Dora? Want you know, Dora? Want you know, Torkornoo? Torkornoo with Johnny. Oh, Johnny, the law is the law. Where is she running to? Why are you running, Torkornoo? Why are you running from your own Supreme Court? You knew the Article 146 was not good. But why won't she? Wicked people, today you are being served with your own poison. You said, no, I'm not going to drink my own poison. But yet yesterday you were giving the same poison to people. Oh God. Why is she running? Has the law changed? Is the law not the law anymore? These are questions we need to ask. But do you know why they are doing that? I've told you. The steps they are taking. Study it. Study their steps. They are taking those steps for something bigger against the nation. I'm telling you. The security couples should be on the lookout. It's not a joke. I'm telling you. It's not a joke. John Mahama should be on the lookout. I'm telling you. These are the people who introduced Topaye into the system of Ghana. Their forefathers introduced Topaye into the system of Ghana. Kunkum kwada. No ankasa ne wofa Torkornoo ne wofa was a betrayer, betrayed Kwame Nkrumah. Was expecting say Nkrumah yebekuno. Kulungungu bombing. Isaac Chumesi. Huh? So the security couple should be on the lookout. Why is she going to Nigeria? Why Nigeria? Why Nigeria? Why not the Supreme Court? Why not the High Court? She doesn't believe in her own. How many years na Chief Justice will be a Chief Justice of Ghana? And when Jim Mrano, when Mrana or Kahon in DBM, she doesn't believe in the laws of the nation. I'm talking to someone here. Yes. Maybe videos they will do. Yes, they will do. This is a woman who was once upon a time a judge, became a Chief Justice. Now she doesn't believe in the system. So she's confirming that the system of Ghana, the justice system of Ghana is corrupt. Because if she so much believes in the system, she will not run away from that particular court. I was serving to the apex of it. Adams Michelle. I'm saying French there hit no. Hey, French there. We the munya betray. You be see baby. William Wakwaba. See, the former CJ is fooling herself. Her action shows she doesn't know the law. Lisa, does the CJ wants to serve herself as a Ghanaian? Ghanaians don't want her in the position, so why is she wasting time? Celestine, the law is the law, Madam CJ. The Omoye no. I am your man, you know Omoye. And your man, you know Omoye. One, if all things fail, you be coup d'etat. That is what they are doing. If all things fail, you be coup d'etat. Now, in doing coup d'etat, let us inform some countries. Let us inform the world. Let's paint a picture for the world to know what is going on in Ghana. And that if coup d'etat happen, let us not blame the minority party. Let's blame the party in power that we told them and they never listened. Have you heard one to me? Asama Okaye, a friend is saying, Obi, show so, it was Sempa Radio. Obi, the Ekosono, Yansheni ya, Onokrade, Obi, ku besio, Obi be ku. That was what Chairman one to me was saying. Emra, National Security for Konifi invited with a warrant from the court of law. Our Chief Justice suspended one. No what this will be. Chief Justice by addressing Ghanaians. Or said the air coordination ya bibi besi ewa Ghana. Besi. She is confirming what Wuntimi said. Wuntimi ba umiani Akufo-Addo are very close. Conversations are yekano. Wuntimi ano had intino ababontia beka because Untimi kipo ade ne woni trim. Uneducated fool. Obeba beka. So when I listened to this Chief Justice, Muruka said it was just by chance when Nananom in their wisdom forced her to say, Sani Wafa any Saki, I will betray Kwame Nkrumah. She is also a betrayer. It's in their DNA. It's in their blood. If it is not them, Ghana must burn. That is the MPP, the UP tradition, the Dankwa Buzia tradition. That is them. If it is not them, Ghana must burn. And if you give it to them, they will still destroy Ghana. That is what I don't even understand. And you say, be out your money, show me some bait in your baby, but to a free of the more before Francois, still, money paconi yahoto. To CJ no, and I'm more to free the whole court. The chef has finally run away from her own food. The chef now prepared the Chief Justice now no administer the justice no. You see, country be able move forward. That is why I keep telling people that whenever a law is created, the conscience of men comes alive. Now, the Chief Justice, the chef, has finally run away from her own food. Right, the people who stay in the coup have all been removed from. Have all been removed. I say if they stage a coup, or nobody take you over as the president, not the vice president. Senepa Basue, Embasso. Just say, Nyadi Basso. French for no more, Senepa Basue, Embasue, is Embasue. Now, number 2. The Lotto forecaster has finally run away and left her paper behind. The Lotto forecaster no, with Johnny Free named Kratano, single 252 with Johnny Free. The Lotto forecaster, the Chief Justice, Ghana's Lotto forecaster, she has finally run away and left her paper. Number 3, how come? Say all of a sudden, she has no trust in our judicial service. How come? You see, because she's now suspended, so the law is, so the institution is so bad. So when she was the Chief Justice, the institution was perfect. Or the institution, everything was fine. You have sown the wind. Chachu told her. Chachu told her. And she thought Chachu was just. And they were teasing Chachu. They were laughing. Go and watch the video. When Chachu was about to sit down, almost, when Chachu was about to take his seat, now almost, but he was telling them, sounding a word of caution to her. Dear woo ye, you dear baby. No, what been wa ubecha. Then Abana said, cha. The farmer has finally run away from her own farm products, from her own farm produce. And then Abana ba. Becha. Farmer, will you marry me? The farmer is now running away from her own farm produce. Oh, Chachuchikata was right. Ohunuo, a chirichira sem, and okano, Satan time. At the time, Chief Justice suspended Torkornoo, whose uncle was a betrayer. A betrayer. And betrayed Kwame Nkrumah. Is now running away from her own court, the Supreme Court. What a pity. What a shame. The law is the law. When she was the Chief Justice, right? Now that she is not the Chief Justice, the law is not the law anymore. Make it make sense. These are them. These be they who always destroy what our great leaders are building. These be they. The fifth column. Enemies of progress. They will make the nation ungovernable. That is what they did to Kwame Nkrumah. Thankfully, we've gotten here another Mahama who was in Kwame Nkrumah's government, now his son, as the president. Atitino akomedwane akotogo. No ma kofoi yade mao. No ma kase kai debi. Our forefathers helped your father. And now medwane ako. A year friend is saying, Fufoi Buah wo kai debi. Ye papa ma Buah also help us. But any omu kotogo. Basa yesi wasumbieni wo. Tien timi nkwatena wo. Plani bibi. Yani yemfa samno twem free Benin ko Nigeria. Yemfa nko the echo was called. Ye kudi asem. Follow the history and the patterns. If you're a student of politics, follow the patterns. Because history sometimes repeats itself. That's what they are doing. But Senepa Baswe, Yimubiti, I will make the MPP unpopular. Here in London, I've been on air where they have reported me. I've been here in UK where they've called the police to come to me here to my life on air. Report to Ofcom. Ofcom said they don't see anything wrong with my delivery. In Carbonibia, Minye Bonibia. To be reported now, Ghana air friends saying embassy now the military attaches now Moahano, then they will also come, then they will also report me to the police service. We will make the MPP unpopular. I'm telling you. Because that is the only way our nation can grow and progress. If we're able to block them from the seat of government for 30 years, near build the foundation, near prepare the nation to a particular level, and they refuse to fix it. And that is exactly what I'm doing. I know what I'm doing. And when I started, they thought I was joking. When I start something, today you see, anything I touch, if I'm not part of it, that's all. When I started, gradually, many guys are now joining MPP those university guys, man, before you are no mutiti kruma, na komo bo ma boss for no the sika command BP for tam near tam 2020 about 2024 about to omusi kasam so te e wo UK. Yes. Omoko sorry bi wa omoko raise fans omo enye sika. Cause they listen to me. Would hear me. And that's the gospel truth. Rise it, Michelle. Do unto others, that is true, as they do unto you. So today, the Chief Justice, I have a question for her. The question is, does the law really means the law? Chief Justice. Right, Yara, Aban Yara, Opinion Kesi Michelle, long time. My question, and my Chief Justice say, does the law really means the law? If the law really means the law, why is she running away from her own court, the Supreme Court? Why? She doesn't even believe in its own words, let alone her own court. Or namfufu and so on jin namfufu nindi. On nkofobia fa namfufu for 30 years. On jiwomu ndi biem. Adaya okuku seku. Ana amsa ne ho ehu nti no. Onim se saa na nkofo nyina tie. Yesi di wotwa mene bia da osuro ede adada ya asede. Because onim se oda ho no so bia betwa ne mene. That is the Chief Justice. A ganja planter. Planted by the MPP to destroy our justice system. And thankfully, in 2024, Ghanaians voted massively to kick the MPP out. God bless those who voted to kick this government out. And for us who supported, may God, the God of Ghana, bless us all. Thank you and have a good evening, or good morning, or good afternoon. See you soon. One love.